Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz said Tuesday that Ali Larijani, Iran's top security official and a former secretary of the Supreme National Security Council, SNSC, was killed in overnight Israeli strikes on Tehran. Katz announced that both Larijani and General Gholam Reza Soleimani, the commander of the Basij paramilitary, were eliminated last night in what the Israeli military described as a wide-scale wave of strikes across the Iranian capital that hit command centers, missile launch sites, and air defense systems. Iranian state media had not immediately confirmed either death, though it said a message from Larijani's office would be published shortly. Larijani, 68, hails from one of Iran's most prominent political families and has been a fixture of the Islamic Republic's elite for decades. A former Speaker of Parliament, 2008 to 2020, he served as SNSC Secretary from 2005 to 2007 and remained a senior advisor to Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, including on nuclear strategy and talks with the Trump administration. He was widely viewed as a pragmatic conservative who balanced hardline security credentials with diplomatic experience, someone who could speak both to the clerical establishment and to foreign interlocutors. Katz's statement cast his removal, alongside Soleimani, as a blow to Tehran's leadership structure amid a war now in its third week. The reported killings follow the death of Khamenei himself in an airstrike on February 28, the opening day of the joint U.S.-Israeli campaign against Iran, and a rolling decapitation effort that has targeted senior clerical, military, and security figures. Israeli officials argue that dismantling the command layer, particularly the Basij, which the IDF called an armed apparatus of the Iranian terror regime and which has led repression of protests under Soleimani, will degrade Iran's ability to mobilize internal security forces and project power through proxies. Katz's announcement came as Iran fired fresh salvos of missiles and drones at Israel and Gulf neighbors, and as the Israeli military stepped up strikes in Lebanon against Hezbollah. Tehran's information environment is heavily constrained by internet outages, round-the-clock airstrikes, and tight reporting restrictions, which has slowed official confirmation of high-profile losses. The same AP/military.com dispatch noted that more than 1,300 people have been killed in Iran since the conflict began, according to the Iranian Red Crescent, while Israel reported 12 deaths from Iranian missile fire and at least 13 U.S. service members killed. Iranian strikes have also pressured Gulf energy infrastructure, hitting an oil facility in the UAE's Fujairah, prompting a brief closure of Emirati airspace and damaging a tanker off the coast, raising global energy concerns as the Strait of Hormuz remains effectively shut to U.S., Israeli, and allied shipping. If confirmed, Larijani's death removes a veteran strategist who bridged Iran's security establishment and its political class. Even out of formal office, he remained an influential voice in nuclear policy and national security debates, and his loss, coupled with Soleimani's, would further strain command and control at a moment when Tehran is trying to coordinate external missile/drone campaigns, proxy operations in Lebanon and Iraq, and internal stability amid protests and war. Israel framed the strikes as deepening its operation until objectives are achieved. Iran's parliament speaker Mohammad Bagher Kalibaf countered on state TV that Tehran had no choice but to keep pressure on shipping and regional adversaries.